Welcome to the IEC Content Studio here at IEC 2023 in Barcelona. Our topic today is sustainability and digital signage, and our guest is Franck Racapé, Head of Global Commercial and Vice President EMEA of PPDS. Many people know Philips.
Philips,
that's your main
exactly.
brand.
Yep.
Franck, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Franck, this IEC is a lot about sustainability. Almost everything. It's the dominating topic. When you walk through the halls, you see it everywhere. It's also a really important thing for you. So what does sustainability mean for PPDS, and what kind of products did you bring with you?
Well, first, I think that we can be proud to be working in an industry that is really taking this topic seriously. So, of course, as Philips, we have always been looking for sustainability very thoroughly because we are Dutch-based. Netherlands, half of the country is below the sea level. So for Dutch people, sustainability is an important matter. So it's very refreshing to see all of the manufacturers really taking this to the next step. And for us at Philips, we are really launching some key innovations this year that are in the area of sustainability.
It is a difficult topic because the displays per se, they consume energy. And therefore, it's really hard to make them consume less energy, and they also using resources like some of the materials and plastics, metals. So it's not that easy, isn't it?
Well, sustainability is a very complex topic, and I think it's our duty to make it clear to the customers what it entails, because it's just one word, but it covers a lot of aspects. So when you were saying, Stefan, that sustainability, that every display needs power, that's not completely true, because we are launching this year the Philips Tableau, which actually doesn't need power for a big part of the life cycle.
We can have an argument on that.
I'm sure we can have. You need power to update the content, but you see that technology, when there is an objective, technology is trying to run faster towards the objective. So there are other things that we have to that we can do for sustainability. Of course, you're right. We are in an industry which is heavy consuming in a CO2 emission and in energy consumption. But if you start to look at how you design your packaging, if you start to look at how you bring products from point A to point B, how you manufacture your products, how do you take care that they can be disposed or given a second life, how can you upgrade the technology without touching the hardware? For all of this, we are starting to find solutions, and the faster we implement the solution, then the better our industry will go, simply because the end customer demands that we are delivering more sustainable products. So we will get there.
So we talked about the ePaper. This is your Philips Tableau, it's called or so. So most people know that from a Kindle reader or so.
Absolutely.
So it's the same technology, but it's color, and I think that's a big improvement. So what is the biggest difference? It's color and has much more colors than a typical one, right?
Yeah. So the product that we are launching at IEC is able to present 60,000 colors. So indeed, you're right. ePaper is not a new technology by itself. So we have it. So all of us.
Electronic shelf labels, millions of them.
Electronic shelf labels. So it is a technology that is mature, but now it needs to go to larger screen size and color content. So now we are getting there. It took us a bit of time to bring it to the market, but we are very pleased to be one of the first brands to bring it this year at IEC. We think it's at a point where it can make sense in a digital signage environment, but there is still a lot of things that we can make so that we can better control the ePaper, and that we can also make sure that everybody understands the total cost of ownership concept, because the product in itself is more costly than a traditional digital signage. But if you look in Europe with the current energy price, you get a return on investment within 2.5 years. So this is huge benefit for an end user as well.
Typical use cases is not video, obviously, because technology is not made for that, but information, pricing, and so many typical screens are just used, for content. And
just open your eyes when you are going anywhere. You still have a lot of posters in a retail, in a corporate environment, in transportation. Everywhere where you would have a poster, you could have an ePaper. So it's huge.
And to be honest, many companies don't have so many stories to tell. I mean, even on traditional digital signage, you see them often used as digital posters, and the content really changes very rarely.
Yeah, indeed.
Frank, moving from ePaper, which is the future, or you just started the future, it's available now, but it's very new, to standard LCD screens. This is still the bread and butter business.
Yes.
Let's be honest. And you have introduced two new things here at the show. Well, one is not new, but one you showed to us today, which was really fascinating, the modular thing. So could you just explain a little bit what your new concept is about?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the way we design our products, you have two options. Either you design a product, and then when you go to the next generation, you start from a blank, and then you redesign it. Or you design your product in a way that you know that you will keep this hardware for the coming years. Then we have designed our new Q&D line, which represents around 70% of our total sales. So it's a big impact for us. So the chassis and the architecture of the display will not change when we introduce the new upgrades. Only the system on chip will be upgradable. So you can, as an end user, you can keep your display as it is, and you just have to change the system on chip. And you have to, because you need to make sure that your network is secured, that you have the latest security package, and that you have the best performance. So you have to change it, but you just have to change a module which is this size, rather than changing and disposing an entire display.
I think it's really important because Android wasn't invented to be a B2B tool in the beginning.
No, absolutely.
So it doesn't run for 6 or 8 years or so. So it's really 3, 4, 5 years, that's the limit.
Yeah.
And then also performance, obviously, because performance is getting much better.
Yeah,
so that was modular. But then it's also managing larger fleets of networks. And you have a relatively new solution, which is called Wave. So what's it all about?
Yeah, so Wave, it's multiple tools under one name. So it's a remote device management tool based on the cloud. It's also a tool that can distribute content to the display. And it's also a tool that can distribute third-party APKs or applications on any display connected. But the most important for the sustainability part is the controlling part. You can actually make sure that it looks simple when you say it, but it doesn't happen in real life. Why would you keep a display running at night in a retail shop? Why would you run at full power in brightness when there is when it's cloudy out there? So it's common sense. But today the tools are not enabling that you need to send one person in the shop to reduce the brightness or to switch off the display. Now, not anymore. With Wave, you can do that. You can schedule it. You can manage it. You have sensors delivered with the displays. So the tool can self-manage the fleet of display. And that is, so we have a proof point on the IC that you saw earlier. So we are measuring two displays, one managed by Wave and another one not managed by Wave. And then, yeah, at the end of the IAZ, we will show you the benefits of energy consumption.
And we saw it was already 80% after a few hours, so it's quite impressive.
Yeah.
It's just that you can turn off all the screens, and that was only one screen. If you multiply that by hundreds or thousands, then it really makes a difference.
Absolutely.
So that's very cool. So anything else? Anything else in regards to LED? Something new there? Something?
Well, on LED, we are bringing a very fine pixel pitch on 0.95. The cool thing, which would be really important, is when we talk about Wave, we are not only launching Wave on digital signage, we are also launching Wave to control our LED displays. And when it comes to monitoring the pixel at the pixel level, retrieving this information and making it available to the people who are managing the fleet, this is crucial information for them. There are pixels dead. Okay, I'm going to go and replace them. This makes the entire process flawless.
It's again sustainable, right? Because
and it is sustainable, absolutely.
Yeah. And is it only reading the information from the pixels, or could you adjust brightness from pixels? Because when they age,
you could manage the brightness of the entire screen, and you can retrieve information if the pixel is dead or on or off or dead.
Fantastic. We have to come to an end. We're running out of time. Frank, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Had some insights, and if you're at IEC, have a look at the booth. It's fantastic. It's really good.
3P600. Thank you.
Thank you.